All right, coming live right now. We're gonna wait a while. I'm gonna disconnect a couple things here. Ain't too much noise. I got an external drive here, a monitor. We're gonna move this to the center here, and I'm gonna start moving some of these screws. I don't want to lose them. I may put them in one of these casing here, but we'll wait. We'll wait. I'm gonna stream only till I guess the camera dies on me because it takes about an hour or two to leave this on here. Looking to see if I can see the live view. Okay, I did have it mute. It's perfect. About 12 right now. We're still gonna stream just because, you know. Let's go ahead and cat came. She scared the crap out of me, man. Let's go ahead and change this out. This is a badass build. I'm very super impressed with it, but we're gonna make it even better. How are we gonna do that, you ask? We're gonna install a 4 terabyte in here. Let me start recording that. I need that content for my videos. All right, we're gonna install a 4 terabyte. This is a 990 Evo Plus. Right now, currently I have a 2 terabytes, but I'm gonna add a bunch of games and I'm a video edit that I actually need some more power on this. So, and I don't want to. I want to see if I could take these off right now, which I am. These screws are gonna come out temporary for a bit, and then we'll put them back because they're holding. I think they're holding the motherboard. So, I might have to do something else. I might have to unscrew. Yeah, I think I could pass a screw in there if I can. Let me my screwdrivers. Do have a bunch of screwdrivers down here. Oh, got them. They fell off the other day. That's why. Here it is. Love this kit. See, it's a small little kit, and we find our heads, which is the blue ones. The blue ones, and then the green ones. No, it might be the red ones after all too. No, it's the yellow ones actually. So this one right here is one I'm gonna see if I could twist it. Yeah, I can. All right, we're good. I don't know about taking the screw off. Oh yeah, it came off. So it's gonna be a little trick. It's gonna be hard. Let me pull this out. Oh, just pulled it out right now. Hopefully I didn't make a mistake by get that screw in here. So this 2 terabyte, I'm gonna replace this, adding into a 4 terabyte. Hardest thing was removing it. I don't know about putting it back. Let's rip this whole thing out. I always like Samsung. Samsung makes some good products, to be honest with you. So there's a 4 terabyte in here. I was gonna use it for something else, but that something else is now. That's what I meant. So let's go ahead and set this up. And there we go. Now this, I have to pull it back. There we go. So this is gonna be a little hard right now because this was stainless steel. I don't think it. Let me see if I could. Oh, come on, come on, come on! Almost got it on the first try. There it is. So, okay, this is gonna be bad after all. Just pull this a little back. And there it is. So I did order a couple of 80 millimeters fans for this one that we're gonna install, and I'm gonna add one in here and one at the bottom. I was thinking right here in this entrance, but right now we're gonna zip tie this stuff. A little, no, actually I can't zip tie it because I still need to buy the memory tomorrow, and but I am gonna probably zip tie this one here, this cable. Let's do that because this one keeps running in there. Where are my zip ties here? My zip ties. So if I zip tie this one across here, I'm gonna have to zip tie this one. Or down more. Let me see, somewhere here maybe. Just so I won't start hitting the fan, just in case. For now, got wire cutters here, some cutters. Good enough. So we got that out of the way. I want to make sure that the clearance is good on this fan. This thing, I can't move it too much. Um, I want to zip tie these, but later because I'm still need to remove this thing and add the secondary memory. I'm gonna put this somewhere safe because I don't want to mess this one up. This is my 2 TB. We'll use that as a backup. Unfortunately, this motherboard does not have other NVMe connections in here. It's only one of them, and no matter how hard you try, it's just kind of find it. So here's the actual manual. I wish they had a secondary, and not even a stand-up one. Actually, you know what? They do have one. It says that they have it up here. I never even saw it. Hmm. Oh, here. It says NVMe. No, it doesn't have it. No, it's behind. Well, it says it's right here. It says it's like right there in this casing. Maybe they do have it. Maybe I need to remove this thing completely. Yeah, they do have one. But I think I'm just gonna add that one in the back and forget it. But you want to know something? I do want to. I want to add it in there. So I do want to add it in there. I just I don't feel comfortable having out there. The secondary one should be in the back, but we're gonna add that second NVMe right in the center. So we're gonna have to remove this card. I don't want to, but we're gonna have to. Just removing the card. That's how we're doing. No harm, no foul. It's just gonna take me a little bit longer. So one screw. Yeah, we're gonna have to add that secondary NVMe in the front of it. I should have done that earlier. I don't know what I was thinking. Now pushing that button is gonna be almost impossible. Oh, I could push it from here. Oh shoot, not bad actually. Here it is. Right now, it's push it back. Let me see without scratching. There we go. I did it. That's it. All right, we got that one out. I gotta make it on the side. We gotta do side. So I'm gonna put this on the side here. The only way. Is cable still back? Shoot, I might have to take out the power too. Fudge. I think I did that earlier. Come on, almost there. Okay, I got it. I got it. Perfect. So we're gonna put this on the side for your NVMe. It's gonna go in here, and I think we have plenty of clearance. So it's gonna be a tough one in there. Maybe I should leave the 4 TB on the back instead of the front, but no, I want to install stuff. Ooh, that's gonna be tough. And it's located right there on the motherboard, if you guys can see, right there. So there is one. It's just I was blind to it, but doesn't matter. We're gonna do it. Let me remove the actual screws first. Okay. So far, so good. Then I am gonna have to remove that one in the back and again and just put it in the front and maybe add the secondary. I'm gonna wipe it right now and just add the secondary, but I'll do it after I boot this one up and make sure that I'm thinking of just leaving that one in the back and maybe the main one, but I don't want to do that. Okay. It's not bad. That was not sausage finger. So, but the good thing is about this, everything's removable, and that's it. Let me take this off. I think I got it. It's gonna be tough, tough, tough. Okay. And it has a radiator on that one. A little bit more. So remove this one a little bit more. Two. All right, we got it. Let me get this out of the way. Ah, there we go. So we're gonna set it up and it's gonna have to be that direction. Yeah. So this is the radiator that the actual motherboard has. And I'm gonna try to see if I could show you in there, even though I wasn't gonna put it in there. It was better in the back. It still runs good, but it's right there. Right there. NVMe goes in there on the motherboard. Fortunately, I set the whole thing up already prior to setting up, but it's fine. We're gonna just remove the tape here. Wait up. There's thermal tape here. We're gonna do that when we're ready to go. But first, let's set up the system first, and it goes this way. So we're gonna remove the NVMe on the other side again. I didn't want to do it, but had no choice. And there it goes. Gotta get that screw in here. There it goes. Screw goes here. And this one, there it goes. So back to the drawing board and setting this up. Right here, let me bring that light a little bit closer. Oh, that's better. Yeah, I can see a lot better. So it's gonna go here and it shouldn't be a problem. So let's go ahead and I should have clearance with my fingers to put all this down. So, yep. Oh, almost got it. Almost got it. I'm going to have to use a screwdriver to pick it up a little bit. Trying to come from the back. It just, I have to move some stuff. I don't want to. Okay, I got it. I got it. Ah, something's hitting in the back. I think it's a cable. No. Okay. Still cramping here. No. This is not going to be removed for a long time. All right. Almost got it. I'll lift it. No. I gotta put another finger in there. There. Got it. Push it in there. Ah! There. Come on, push it in there. I'm in the edge of it. There. Woo! That was a tough one. There it is. Right there, if you guys can see it on the motherboard. Now, the easy part should be this. Now, let's remove the actual. Don't forget this. This is very important to keep the actual system cool, all right? Can't get rid of it. There it goes. So, put this in here. One edge here. And, oh, look at that. It just fell in there. So that's perfect. Let's start in the back. The back. Let's see if it goes in. Okay, come on, come on. Yep, that one's done. Come on, lock in. No, it's not locked. It's not locked. It's not locked. Oh, I think it's in now. Nope, nope, nope. It's lifting up. Let me tie this one down a little bit so it won't move too much. Okay, now we're gonna have to find. We have to lift it a little bit up and look for the actual entrance. Nope. Oh yeah, got it. Guess we did it. So tie it down. Yep. Not bad actually. Not bad. Very impressed that it was able to work. All right. All right. Not too tight, but it's good enough. Now, the hard part. Taking removing all this stuff to the back out. Here, out, out, and then putting this sucker back. I think I did it this way first. Mm. 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 And then, yep, there it goes. Okay. Yeah, I did it that way. So it's always going to have to, now I have to lift it a little bit more. And to find the actual entrances. Oh, hold on. Need better lift. I need to see where I'm doing. So that's a perfect view right here. So lift up. Put some more. Hit enter. There it goes. There. It's beautiful. This is a really powerful machine. I mean, so far for the size of it, it's really good. I'm super impressed with it, to be honest with you. Now, I think we're gonna add the secondary hard drive on the back. We use that to maybe store videos and stuff like that. You know what? That's a great idea. So let's lock this in place. That's one. Keep it open because we're still waiting for parts. And we're not going to lock in place until we get all the parts. But honestly, I tested out and I was super impressed. I'm gonna put the screw back with the actual drive for now because I'm gonna format the drive prior to even putting it back in here because if I do it now, it might boot up on that, and I don't want to boot up on that one. So I like it. It has two M.2s, all right? I didn't mention that in the last video, but hopefully I'm going to add that in there, all right? Two M.2s. And look at this beautiful machine. It's right now I took off all the covers, but it's a well-established, well-made motherboard system. I'm taking off some of the cat hair. I have a cat here, and she comes up here all the time, and that's the thing. I gotta live with it. Okay. So we got our mouse here, keyboard, Windows 11. We're gonna boot it up right now. Let's see if it boots up. And let me put in the keyboard for now. Hopefully it'll boot up before. Gotta get another keyboard here. Okay, we got that one going. Now we're gonna put Windows 11. I forgot. Yeah, I'll do it from the back. Windows 11 to boot. I think it's F11, not this one. So plug this guy in so we can use this monitor. And I'm gonna lay it down flat so you guys can see maybe some of the sequences. All right. This here. Plug this guy in here. All right, that's perfect. Now turn on the monitor. We'll plug in the monitor, power up the monitor. And let's power up this guy. Monitor just came on. Then it's in here. And plug this in here. And because it's a ASRock, it's I believe it's F11 or F12. But we'll find out right now. So it's turning it on. Let's wait for the boot sequence. We're gonna get our keyboard here and start installing Windows. The machine is not bad. There it is. It did start, so it's gonna automatically start because it's not gonna recognize any drives right now. The only drive that it has is gonna boot up from it. The video card's working. Fans on the video card are working. Making sure everything's working. Yep, they boot up perfectly. I'm gonna add fans on the top. Maybe on the I was thinking about on the top, and then there it is. So we got the Windows 11, and I don't want to set up my profile on that. I don't like that. Oh, I had the right. This is a great mouse if you guys are looking for a nice mouse. I really like this one. Really comfortable mouse. Next. US. Agree. Next. I don't have a key for now. I do have it, but I'm not going to show you the screen. I'm going to do Pro on this one. Next. And then it's going to ask us to do the Windows. I accept the installation. And I think that's about it. So we have it installed. We are going to do another boot sequence. Okay, we're going to format this whole thing. So right now, showing us that all these drives are partitioned and so forth. So delete this one. Oh no, actually that's a USB. So this is the one that we want to do it on, the 3.6. This partition is part of the USB. So just hit next on here. And that's it. And I think that's all she wrote. So that's not bad. I'm going to show you guys more later down the line, but I was able to set up the actual drive in the internal, and then I'm going to set up the secondary drive on the back. So we are going to format that one, but that will be for another time. I just wanted to bring that up and show you guys a couple things that I can do. Now this system is I was debating for Black Friday either buying a laptop, because I'm going to need an editing laptop or editing computer. And I'm going to be heading to Vegas to the CES. And last year I took a laptop, and I was able to edit and publish that same day, film footage. It was great. But now it comes to a point that I had to give that laptop to one of my kids, went to college. So gave her a choice. I gave her, hey, you have this, and then she wanted the gaming system, of course. She's a gamer, just like her dad. So I ended up giving her the laptop, and I sacrificed my laptop, but because you love your kids, you do whatever you can for them. So I gave her the laptop, and this year I hesitate. I saw a good purchase right now. So I'm gonna explain to you. There's a laptop that's $1,400. It's a RTX 5070 Ti All right. Now, in paper, it sounds good, but this is a 5060 Ti, and that's 70. But you think it's higher, but no, this is actually a lot better performance on that video card than the actual laptop. The actual laptop is not what you think it is in paper. It they dumb it down because of power. All right, so you're not getting the same frequency as a desktop. Now that means this one will outperform a 5070 Ti laptop, not a desktop, right? Desktop to desktop, of course, this is going to lose compared to them, but because this one has power management, power OC, you can overclock it, you could do a lot more, and out of the box, it's frequency set up for a higher rate in transfer. And also, not only that, the laptop Ti does not have the 16 gigs of that memory that's built into the into the card. It has an 8 gig mostly. So this one is a 16. They do have two different types of 16. They have a Ti that has 8 gigs, and then they have one that has 12 to 16. I think this 16, I believe 16. I have a box in here. Hold on. Yeah, this is a 16 gig drive. So you have an 8 gig, and this is double the actual memory for this Ti. And even the video card was a steal. I mean, I ended up buying the video card $150 less than market value during the Black Fridays. All right. So if you guys are looking for it, and I bought it at Walmart. Yes, of all store, Walmart had it. So I'm able to buy it through Walmart, setting it up. And right now, what I'm gonna do some testing with some. We're gonna do Battlefield on here. See, it could handle Battlefield. And we'll also do a video editing too in here to one video, maybe to publish and see if we could actually edit from here, or it could how fast it could actually render the system. So that's what we're gonna do. So I am taking my time on building this system. I don't have no rush. I have a couple months, but I want to get it up and running because I do want two things. I want to do live streaming with this out in the street field. I do have a battery, external battery, that it could actually host this monitor and this laptop. I could marry this. This monitor is awesome. If you guys are buying an external monitor, I use this for pretty much testing. This is 144 hertz. This is even better than some of these monitors that you currently have. Better than your TV. Your TV is probably 60 hertz. This is 144. The refresh rate is incredible on this one. Now, the only thing is it cannot do 4K, right? I'm not 1080 on this one, but it's good enough for what you're going to do. If you're going to be rendering, if you're going to be working on the field, this is great. Now, what I'm going to use it for, we're going to, and the great thing about it, you could have one cable manage video, and on top of that, not only video, powering up the whole system through one system. And of course, because I do have 650 watts in this one, it's more than enough for it. All right. So what I calculated, it needed at least 600 watts to drive everything I currently have in here, from the actual LED light to the actual drive to the GPU. Calculating, it came out that you need at least 600 to run this thing. I was able to buy ASF power supply and install it. And if you notice, they're half of the size of an ATX power supply. So I'm able to do it. Now, you cannot fit a 120. I'm going to go 80 millimeter fans. You could fit two 80 millimeter fans. I'm debating about putting those two in the on top, but the more fans you have, the more power consumption you're going to have. So if you want to overclock it, you're going to have to cut some of the stuff out. So right now, currently, I have one video card, and now I'm going to put one fan here, one fan on top, one here, and maybe another two. I'm debating on that. Depending, I could daisy chain the actual fans. They do have extensions to actually hubs that you could, pretty much. But this one has plenty of fans. If you can see it, you can even reach out to some of them. One here, there's one here, there's another one in the bottom, And there's plenty of fans that I will be able to change it. But the one thing I do want to do before I close this whole thing out and chamber the whole thing is to install the extra memory. Once I install the memory, this is ready to go. Now, this is color yellow black. It's like a bumblebee color, the case. Great case, to be honest with you. But I do want more. So right now, what I'm going to do, because I don't want to connect this to the internet, there's a way I'm going to show you guys. I don't know by memory, all right? But if you want to ever, hold on, let me go into, um, here it is. All right, let me remember. So on this one right here, I'm going to say yes. And then yes, but we're gonna have to redo this and skip layouts because I think it's gonna give me that option. Here it is. Now on this option, I don't want to install something, so I'm gonna say Control Shift. Oh no, Shift F10. Shift F10 comes up, all right. And you click on it because if you don't click on it, you're not gonna do it. So you type in capitals O, and it's gonna be, I think it's OOBF or something like that. Hold on. I'll tell you right now. I don't know. Oh, here it is. Okay, so it's OOBE and then slash, which is backslash, I believe. So forward slash, and it's bypass, and it's RO. It's no NRO. I don't know by memory. I just look it up every time I need it. So right now, I didn't even do it right. So I just noticed something. I put too many F. So hit F3, it brings it back, and all you have to do, I put in too many S's in here. So there it is. Now we're gonna reboot it, and what this does is gonna bypass the installation that Microsoft has through that you require Wi-Fi. Unfortunately, I don't want to do that because it gives you, when you start doing that, you have to put your credentials. It locks in your cloud. It does a lot of things that I personally don't like it, and it installs crap that you don't need. I want it as bare bone as possible so it could run faster. That's the only reason I'm doing this. If not, then there's no reason to even start installing this stuff. I mean, so right now that we start the sequence, if you guys can see that, so I'm going through the sequence. US, yes. And then layout, I just always put skip. Now this part right here, now this pops out, and let me see if I'm gonna move this light back so you can see a little bit back. There it is. That's better. Now in this part right here, if you guys can see, it says I do not have let me zoom in a little bit. That's too much. It says I do not have internet, so you just click on that. Oh man, that's a little autofocus. Sorry. And then we're gonna call it this one me. And next password, it's gonna be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. No, I didn't put a password right now. So next, oh, it says all these locations. You want location? I just say yes to everything. I normally accept all this crap, but I do need Office, so it might give me the option of installing Office in there. I do have another machine that I'm actually currently running. My main computer that I use as a desktop is a 4090 video card, and it has the latest the latest Ryzen, which is a 9950 3DX, I believe, is it, or something like that. So and then I have 128 gigs. Now, when I install 128 gigs of memory on that one, the memory was cheap. I think each stick was like $30, $40, something like that. And it is, I think, hertz is 600 hertz on that one. So I maxed it up. Now, one thing I learned that down the line was that you have to enable the memory or you're not gonna work that frequency right. So that's another important thing when you're dealing with these machines. If you install memory and they're locked in, you have to unlock certain things and by going through your BIOS. What I did on this BIOS already, I did the firmware upgrade. It was 2 BIOS below. Now, the only reason I did the firmware, and there it is. Look how fast this thing came up. It came out super quick. I'm telling you, this machine is really good. Now, let's see if the drive actually shows up in here. So we're going to go into the drive here. And of course, we're going to take out the USB. If I could, there it is. The USB doesn't need it anymore. There it is. USB out. And here's the actual USB 3.6, we're using. That's good. Now, let's see if the other stuff, device manager, I know I need to install some drivers. Right now, it's not identifying the actual video card. Maybe 1 or 3 or 4 drivers not coming in, but we'll automatically do it because what you guys don't know, I'm going to show you guys. There's a great way to actually do it. Let me get my Ethernet connection in here, and I'm going to show you an awesome way to actually boot up. All right. So on this motherboard, we'll plug it in, all right? Because we want internet on this one. So I'm going to show you on the motherboard, right? Let me go into the motherboard. And what we're going to do is we're going to close everything out. We're going to shut down, all right? Shut down completely because you're going to like this, all right? And this is a really good option that they have in the motherboard for new people that, are not familiar with drivers or downloads. So I believe the secret's F2 or F10, one is two, right? So F10 or F2 to boot up to the BIOS, right? And in BIOS, like I said, I have the latest drive in there, so I don't have to worry about that. But there is an option that I want you to be aware, all right? So here, under tools, all right? If you go to tools, under tools here, and let me see if I could set you guys a little bit better like that. Under tools, right here, it says auto drive install. You see that? It's disabled. Enable it, all right? And then F10 to exit, all right? You want to save the changes? Yes, you do. Now, check this out, all right? I connected the drive, all right? And this is AMD software that's built in the actual BIOS. And this is the great thing about this ASRock motherboard, that it does this sequence, which I personally like. Oh, what the hell? Did I stopped this recording? Oh, it's still recording. Okay. So you see that? That popped out. Hit yes to it. I agreed to the terms. Continue and let the magic run. This is going to install all the drivers that are necessary, needed right now on the system itself. And it's automatically finding the drive. Here it is. You guys see it? It just connected automatically. It's installing and it's going to pop up in a bit right now as soon as, and I'm actually going to keep it here live so you can see some of the device manager. Because this thing runs. I mean, it runs. It starts installing the drivers and so forth. But it didn't pop up like last time. Let me see if it did pick up correctly. Last time it picked up. So it hasn't installed yet. Because I believe it just got that, the drive. So let's give it a second. And it might take some time sometimes. If not, you can always do the old fashioned. There it is. You see that? It took some time, but I was a little sweaty. And you say yes. Oh, it's installing the driver for the video card right now as we speak. So it's not just, you got to give permission too. So you say yes to everything. Yes. And let's keep this live so you can see it going. This is something that it's hidden. I don't know if people know about it, but as default, it is and look at this. The video card automatically tells you what's missing. It has 1, 2, 3 drivers that need to be installed. Say update and yes to everything. It already has them checked already. It tells you exactly. So I'm not sure if people are familiar with these drivers or that it's built in there, but it's something that people should know about, and it's set as default installed already. And so when you install the drive first time, but like you saw right now, it was disabled. The only reason it was disabled for me is because I had it previously installed and updated the BIOS. So it disabled that feature. because it thinks that it still has the same drive, the M.2. So if you ever don't have that or don't have those tools, then just look at that up. That's a very great feature to have and update all the drivers automatically. You do need internet, either Wi-Fi or Ethernet cable, like I have, an RJ45 connection. So that's the only thing I have to impress you guys with, and hopefully you guys learned something. Hope you guys enjoy this video, and we're gonna bring you more about this when we test some games out right there. All right, let's go ahead and do that on the next one.